be a sponge, and then bring the juice.
By focusing on your improvement, by focusing on your progress, and eliminating any fixed mindset that you may have and acts of perfectionism, then you encourage your own mastery.
On some level, we do what we want to do 24 hours a day. Now, sometimes it may not seem like that, but if I'm choosing to work instead of sleep, what I'm actually saying is keeping my job is more important than sleeping.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting beat. What can I do to get over this hump? So mentally, that's when I kind of put that forefront, like, hey, it's either all or nothing.
I like to put failure in quotations because I don't believe that failure is true failure if you're looking at it with the right mindset.
The truth is, the journey to greatness is hard. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes focus, and every day you have to decide what you value, what you want to pursue, and what you want to achieve. And if you dig deep enough, if you push hard enough, we all have what it takes to be great. Welcome to the Edge of Greatness. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. It is January 17th, Tuesday, and I wanted to touch back on a topic that I kind of talked about previously a few episodes back. I asked, how vivid is your dream? Hopefully after I asked you that, you spent time trying to clear up all the imagery about your dream. You've now have this very clear picture of where you want to go and who you want to be. The next question that often gets ignored is, are you willing to pay the price? There's this misconception that if I think I want something bad enough, I can make it happen, but there's always a cost. No matter what you choose to pursue, no matter what you choose to go after, you're going to have to pay the price to get there. That price could be time, that price could be knowledge, that price could be money, that price could be time away from your family. There are all kinds of prices. There are all kinds of ways to pay that price. But no matter what you're going after, there is a price. There is some kind of payment attached to becoming that person, to creating your dream. If you look at any successful person ever, right? Michael Jordan, the price he paid was to work harder than everybody else. Same with Kobe Bryant. You look at someone like a Steve Jobs. His personal relationships were sacrificed for his efforts to create products. There's always something that is required of you to get the things that you want. So when you start to create this dream for yourself, when you start to create this vision, when you start to have that look of where you want to go and who you want to be, don't forget to add in the cost. Because if you forget the cost, then as you begin this journey and as you start to implement all the things that you want, what you'll find is you don't like the path you're on. It's not worth the cost to you. There's a lot of things that I would love to do, but I don't want to sacrifice certain parts of my life. So therefore I don't pursue them. I've made that decision that the things that I have currently and the things that I want don't line up because I'm not willing to pay certain prices. Now, on the other end of things, excuse me, there are a lot of things that I am willing to pay the price for. There are a lot of things I am willing to sacrifice for. But that's for you to decide what price you're willing to pay. Because if you are willing to pay the biggest price, if you're willing to pay the big tolls, you can achieve really big dreams. Not saying you can't if you're not willing to pay a specific type of price, but there is a price attached to every dream. So if you have huge goals and big aspirations, make sure you understand that there is going to be a price attached, and you're going to have to be able to navigate that payment. And if you can navigate the payment, then anything's possible. The biggest thing in all of this is there are no shortcuts, and there are no discounts, and there are no sales. So figure out how you're going to pay the price for where you want to go. And at the end of the day, anything's possible. Keep reaching for the stars. Fall flat on your face. Remember, whenever we fall, always get up.
Thank you for joining us today on the Edge of Greatness podcast. If you haven't yet, please take a minute now to subscribe and review our show. Join us again next week as we continue to dig deeper into the key components of greatness. The path to greatness is never linear, so remember to keep pursuing greatness no matter what. Keep stretching your abilities, reach for the stars, and fall flat on your face. But remember, no matter what happens, whenever we fall, always get up. Until next time, I'm Charles Schultz, and this was the Edge of Greatness podcast.